Hey everyone, welcome to today's exciting story. Are you ready to laugh out loud? He went up to check and found out it was his wife's little accident, so he had to apologize to the queue. He quickly wheeled his wife away, which only convinced the old leech even more that he was the original culprit. Subtitles. Then the two of them kept following him all the way to his doorstep, and soon after, Dr. Liu rushed out in a hurry. Seeing this, old Pio quickly gave old Shen a task. They split up. Old Shen used lockpicking to find Xiaomei, while old Pio tracked Dr. Liu outside. However, when old Shen entered the estate, he was shocked by how spacious it was, making his search much harder. Suddenly, he thought he heard someone cry. Rushed to the sound, finding it was Dr. Liu's wife. Unable to speak, she got a brief explanation from old Shen before he resumed searching. After searching every room and not finding Xiaomei, he looked out the window and spotted a suspicious-looking security door in the yard. This raised old Shen's suspicion, so he gave the door a good tug, but it didn't budge. He had no choice but to grab some tools to pick the lock. At that moment, Dr. Liu finished buying diapers and was heading home. The old leech quickly grabbed his phone to notify old Shen, but the line worse, the old leech hit a passerby and lost Dr. Liu, frantically searching for him. He met his foes, the same ones head bashed with a brick before. Old Pile eyed the surrounding crowd, while old Shen wasn't afraid at all. He kicked the leader flying, and a fight was about to break out, but experience counts for everything. The old leech eventually knocked these young punks down. Just when he thought he could escape, a guy with a knife sneaked up on him, while at the same time, old Shen was hammering away at the lock. He knew not Dr. Liu was sneaking up until the queue touched his shoulder. Only then did old Shen notice Dr. Liu. Asked, he said he sought Xiaomei, leaving Dr. Liu more puzzled. Dr. Liu claimed there was no one he was looking for, leaving old Shen stunned, since normally he had called the cops if an unfamiliar person sneaked into your. Clearly, Dr. Liu's reaction was abnormal, making old Shen show Xiaomei was there. He ignored Time's eager Vizio and kept tugging the doorknob. While the two fought, the old leech arrived, clutching his wounded belly with one hand and a gun with the other. He ordered Dr. Liu to raise his hands, while old Shen charged in by forcefully flinging the door open. But what he found inside was a major letdown, just a room full of red flags. There was no sign of Xiaomei, and at that moment, Dr. Liu knelt down, pleading that they wouldn't reveal what they found here. Turns out, these were all opium poppies. The opium poppies were the raw material for opium, but Dr. Liu insisted he was growing them to ease his wife's suffering, with no other intentions. However, the old leech didn't buy it at all. He kicked Dr. Liu to the ground and started feeling around near the door, but found nothing inside. This made the old leech furious, as he furiously smashed nearby objects. But when he went to grab a plastic basket, he found a white mask and he took it out, threw it in the ground, and ordered Dr. Liu to wear it at once, recalling the murderer wore the same mask when the captain was killed. Dr. Liu trembled and complied, putting on the mask. When he looked up again, the old leech had a pleased grin on his face. "Don't pull me. Don't make me choke," he protested. "Of course not, just let me finish this." "You'd better tell me what you want and about the captain," said the old leech as he pulled the trigger. Old Shen noticed things were off and quickly intervened. He tried to stop the impulsive old leech, but he was too late. The gun went off, and the bullets whizzed by the ground with Dr. Liu unharmed. Looking at the bullets scattered on the floor, old Shen realized the old leech had a fake gun. Just then, Dr. Liu remembered something important from when he treated the old leech. He instructed old Shen to check the old leech clothes for other items. After a thorough search, old Shen found a name tag hanging around the old leech. The caption said, "Dementia patient Pio Pingda." Old Pio went insane, crying, "My stomach hurts." Old Shen had to message the hospital. They took the ill old man back. Later, Dr. Liu provided free acupuncture for old Shen. He promised not to disclose the cultivation issue, as they had wronged Dr. Liu first. However, as old Shen was leaving, he saw Kuihu coming out of the hospital, holding a piece of paper and heading into the pharmacy next door. But the weary old Shen didn't approach. Instead, he went straight home. Little did anyone know, this casual observation would become the only clue for old Shen to identify the murderer in the future. Back home, old Shen couldn't sleep, haunted by the words Xiaomei had said while she was alive. Meanwhile, old Wu's deductions kept flashing through his mind. He suddenly recalled old Wu mentioning a Han surnamed Elder had also vanished. With that thought, old Shen headed to old Han's house. But when he stepped inside, his flashlight revealed a horrifying sight: an old man hanging from the rafters. Old Shen was so startled he nearly fell over. Before he could recover, a wailing sound echoed through the room. Trembling, he followed this. It turned out to be a dog barking. But sharp-eyed old Shen spotted a bloody item beside the little dog, a piece of cloth and a key. Then it hit him: someone had asked him to make a key before, and their pants happened to be missing a piece of cloth just like this. This was clearly a fragment the little dog had torn off in a desperate attempt to protect its owner. With that thought, Old Chen hopped on his bike and rushed to that customer's. Upon arrival, Old Chen took out a wrench as a precaution. He approached the door and inserted the key he had just found, twisting it to unlock the door. But when he walked in, he found the place completely empty. Seeing the walls plastered with notes, Old Chen knew he had come to the right person. He opened the drawer and found Old Tan's photo, just deceased. Before he could act, a noise came from outside. Quickly, Old Chen hid aside and grabbed a wrench. When the visitor entered, he tried to ambush but was overpowered. Luckily, it wasn't the protector here. Xiaomei was on his night patrol when he found Old Han dead at home. Coincidentally, he saw Old Chen leaving in a hurry and followed him here. Xiaomei cuffed Old Chen, thinking he killed Old Han, but Old Chen angrily withdrew his hand. He told Xiaomei to check the drawer's photo before deciding. Xiao saw it and realized his misunderstanding of Old Chen. Then they found the security guard's ID badge. They followed the address on it to a nearby train station. To protect Xiaomei, Old Chen stopped Xiaomei from calling in reinforcements.